What's your view on women getting into relationships and almost becoming the mother to the man? What's your view on that? Because I tell you why. I know quite a significant number of relationships where these are people that are close to me, so I know. But they assume that role and they actually love that role. And I don't get it.
Men of these days and times black men specifically, have been children for a long time. This is my own personal view. Because they haven't been head of their households for a long time. What's happening now, I'll get back to that, but what's happening now is a lot of men are saying, actually, you know what, we need to turn this ship around because it's not going in the right direction. But women are not used to being told by men because for the past 5 decades, women have been controlling the household. Single parent mothers, we're controlling the household. We've been doing this, right? And so women being single mothers and even seeing that generationally are used to being mothers to boys.
Yeah.
Or to young men. And black men have been used to being emasculated and being young boys. And so that dynamic works out because of you've gone through a trauma, and you lot are coming together to create a adult version of the single parent household. Do you know what I mean? Like you're coming together to create an adult version of the single parent household. And I'm not down for it. Do you know what I mean? That's not the way I like it. When I was in my long-term relationship, I was main breadwinner. Do you know what I mean? I looked after the children. I took us on holidays, all of that stuff as quote unquote men should do. But I had to, like I said, I had to learn that stuff because remember, I never had a male role model, but I still knew that was my responsibility as a man anyway. Yeah. But a lot of men are, one of the terms that one of my friends use are hobosexuals, meaning you just bounce from couch to couch, from woman to woman. You're a hobo, and you go from woman to woman, and they're always a woman's always taking care of you and all this kind of stuff. And a lot of men are doing that nowadays, and a lot of women are comfortable doing it because that dynamic of being a single mother and raising a boy is normal to them. And I don't know, I'm not saying a lot of these things are conscious. I think a lot of these things become subconscious behaviors.
Yeah,
and when it's time for the man now to actually say, I'm gonna break away from that boy stance. And I feel like that's what I'm doing, which is why I feel like I get a lot of the backlash that I do. Because I'm telling men, listen, right, enough of this. Women, listen, we know you've been doing that for a while. It's not going that way no more, right? This is what we're doing. Who does this guy think he is? Who does he think he is? What? And it's like, well, that's because you're not used to a man telling you this. And I've said no other culture on this planet. Asian, Arab, European, Chinese, no other culture, the women are leading the society. None. But if you say that, you're a misogynist. But I said, women are not leading societies. There's women leaders in societies, but the women aren't the ones making the decisions. They're not the one leading society in a certain direction. Whereas in the quote unquote Western black community, I mean, because even in Africa, the men lead. But in the Western black person of the diaspora, women are the leaders. That's why when you go to like marches, if you go to like Black Lives Matter marches or whatever, it's always a woman there. It's always black women at the forefront. It's not black men leading, it's always black women. And a lot of the time, black women think they're the leaders of the community. And I'm here to say you're not. But I understand
in your view.
They're not. For a long time you have been. But what I'm saying is it's a new day. And we've got to start doing new things. And we've got to start asking ourselves, is it going the way that we want it to go? And if it's not, we got to change something.
Absolutely.